G'day and welcome to My Designs. This is the mini YouTube series that I've created to go exactly over what the name suggests, My Designs. It gives you a little bit of an insight into each of the knitting patterns that I've created. So if you wanted to grab your copy but you didn't know what was involved, then this is exactly where you're going to head to understand exactly what's involved with my patterns. So the first one is my retro style beanie. So the one I'm wearing, this one's inspired by the Lakers. These are all the beanies that I have on my beanie wall. We've got the Australian Football League teams, the AFL teams on my right, or on the left, I believe. And on my left, or your right, we've got the NBA teams. So I was inspired just to create this beanie based on those retro sports beanies that are nicely oversized. You don't have to make it oversized. That's the great thing about this pattern. I'll go over some specs as well. So I've got my little cheat sheet. I made it using Kleck Heat and Country. It's an 8-ply yarn. I used 2 strands, so it's knit using 2 strands of 8-ply, or if you're in the US or use another measurement, it's DK. It is knit in the round using 8mm needles or US 11. And the tension is 12.5 rows or 18 stitches. All of that's included in the pattern. If you don't know how to knit in the round, I have created a full YouTube tutorial to explain how to make this beanie. It's free. You can download it through Ravelry. Even if you're not going to make it, give it a download, help me out, because it helps me put my patterns out there. So it is free, completely free. I'll add the YouTube link to the tutorial below in the description. This is a great beanie to start. It's a great beanie to start knitting, and it's also a great beanie to start understanding how I write my other patterns. My writing has changed since then. This is created, I think, in 2020. It's now 2022, so my style has changed a little bit, but the basics are still there. And this is something that people knit for birthdays, for Christmas, for any celebrations. People are always knitting these ones because they are knit super quickly. On the pattern, you've got 9 different inspirations or styles. The styles refer to how many rows you've got. So different types of rows. You can obviously adapt this however you want. You don't have to add the pom-pom. You can make it shorter and more fitted, or you can make it longer and more loose. It's completely up to you. But yeah, that's a little insight into the retro style beanie. So this one's obviously, inspired by the Lakers. And yeah, I think it's a great starting pattern, whether you are just learning how to knit or learning how to knit in the round. Everything's included, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it gives you a little insight into my first design.